Hi everyone, grab your Bible and your notebook. Today we're looking at 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verses 19 through 27. These false teachers were bringing charges against Paul, trying to weaken his God-given authority. They were attacking his credentials and much more. So Paul presents his own credentials to counteract these charges to the Corinthian church. He felt foolish doing this, and I totally understand why. Whenever someone falsely accuses us, the better thing to do is usually to keep quiet and let our character speak for itself. But sometimes we do need to speak up. So Paul felt like a fool having to present his credentials, his character, and the Corinthian church itself were proof enough of the work that God had done through his life and his authority. False teachers always try to diminish anything or anyone who has true godly authority. But those with true godly authority still stand out above the rest. Paul had worked harder, been imprisoned multiple times, been whipped much more than anyone else, and faced death on multiple occasions, all for the sake of the gospel. None of the false teachers would have been willing to even face that. And I'll bet you $1, neither will the false teachers of today. They are all big-mouthed about being persecuted for our faith, but the moment that they truly have to face it, they will fold. Some of these trials Paul faced are recorded in Acts. Acts 14 verse 19 through 20 tells us about the moment Paul was stoned in Iconium. The people around him thought he was dead, but he got up and went right back into the city. Acts 16 verse 22 through 24 tells us of the day that Paul and Silas were attacked by a mob, flogged and imprisoned in the inner cell with their feet fastened in the stocks. The lesson from this passage is that sometimes we need to speak up against those who falsely accuse us, even if we feel like a fool. Friends, when people attack the work that God is doing through you, no matter what it is, remember Paul's example. True authority is proven by fruit and sacrifice, not just smooth words. Don't be afraid to stand up for what God has called you to when it really matters. If you missed yesterday's message on the earlier part of chapter 11, I really encourage you to go back and watch it. And today, let's apply what we have discussed. Stay alert to false teachers, value true godly authority, and be willing to speak up when needed. God willing, I'll see you in the next one. And until then, stand for the truth and remember, you are deeply, deeply loved. Shalom.